everybody. This is Patrick Pinto from BeeSeen Solutions, and welcome to another riveting episode of the ABCs of Digital Marketing. Today, I thought we'd flip the switch a little bit and introduce two of our strategic partners and open up some conversation with them. I want to introduce Thomas Barry, and I want to introduce Dan King, both from a company called the Patriot Group. But before we go into everything, let's learn a little bit about them. Dan, give us a little history on what brought you into what you're doing now.
Sure, Patrick. So I've been in the accounts receivable management industry for 28 years now. The first 18 years managing collection operations for retail and a retail bank, as well as a top 5 bank, managing their collection agency network, attorney network, collection floor, and then also some asset sales. The last 10 years I've been working in a different capacity in the ARM space, and that would be with the collection agencies, debt buyers, other companies that can provide solutions to those same companies, and working with issuers, consulting, as well as discussing potential asset sales.
Nice. Excellent. Tom, a little bit about you.
Yeah, and thanks for having us, Patrick. My background comes from the healthcare revenue cycle management and technology side of things. I've worked with large national health systems, developing process automation software and managing a network of about 15 outsourcing vendors, both on the insurance claims recovery side, as well as the patient self-pay recovery side. Wow,
impressive, both you gentlemen. I guess that, you know what, whoever wants to answer it, but I have a feeling that it's going to fall onto you, Tom, this question I want to ask. What is a collaboration room? What does it do exactly?
Sure. So CollaborationRoom is a cutting-edge, patent-pending employee engagement tool. It's a collaboration tool that utilizes AI to give supervisors and employees that brick-and-mortar feel to their remote working environment.
Impressive. Now, let me ask you this question for the laymen that are out there. I use Zoom or video communication platforms. How does this differ for that?
Sure. So great question, and a question we get a lot. So Zoom and other collaboration tools like it, they're really good at what they do. So for example, they're great for external meetings with people outside of your company. They're great if you have a presentation where there's a single person looking to present. But where they really fall short in the work from home space is giving you that feel of a true brick and mortar feel to employee engagement, and for supervisors to really be able to give that level of support to their staff. And where this comes in, where CollaborationRoom comes in, is it utilizes AI to give supervisors the ability to really monitor an entire room of their staff as if they were able to walk around a room in person. They can use AI for that purpose. They can be able to measure people's moods, which can be significant and something easily lost in the virtual side of things. And then employees can feel like they actually have attention from their supervisors as well, because it's much easier to get a response without having to use 2, 3, 5 different tools just to fully communicate with everybody on your team.
I got to tell you something. It's very impressive. It almost sounds like it's like virtually as if someone is there. I mean, it's very, very impressive, very intuitive.
Absolutely.
Got to ask you guys a question then. What type of industries could benefit from this? Who would be best suited for something like this?
I'll get that one. Patrick, it's interesting because the origins are from a contact center background. And when we initially talked to the inventor, the Patriot Group discussed being an authorized reseller for them. And we were thinking collection industry, but after we saw the product demonstrated for us, we thought there were multiple verticals that could benefit from the solution. So you think about remote learning, anyone that has a contact center that has remote employees that want them to be engaged, this is the solution for that.
It really sounds like it is. I mean, it really does. Let me ask you, what type of reporting capabilities can it offer?
I'll take that one, Dan. So it has a very robust reporting package. But what's nice about it is it can register all of the AI data in terms of real time saying, hey, is somebody at their screen or did they decide to walk away from their work environment? which is great from a production perspective. But then it can also say, hey, I recognize that there's a second person looking over the shoulder of my employee. If I have sensitive data and I'm in a highly regulated environment, that's a huge compliance risk. And so by naturally having the capability of not only registering all this in real time so that a supervisor can respond to it, but it also tracks all of that for historical reporting as well. And so from a real-time perspective, you have a supervisor able to respond, and you can not only track the employees, but you can also track how long is it taking my supervisors to respond to a compliance issue or to an employee not being at their desk when they should be. So from that perspective, it's great. And then if you have custom reporting that you want built, there's great capabilities within the tool for that. But if you want to also layer this data in with reports you already have built in a separate system, it's easy to take a data dump of that as well and leverage that data.
Wow. I have to tell you, hearing what you guys say, I am most impressed. It just seems like an outstanding piece of software. Let me ask you both, and knowing you gentlemen and knowing your histories and your pedigrees, what inspired you guys to make this amazing software? What inspired you guys to have this solution developed?
Yeah, so Patrick, CollaborationRoom was invented by an industry expert, a veteran in the arms space, who saw a need for a more robust conferencing-like solution. He saw a need for a solution that could provide engagement, compliance, and reporting that can be deployed in multiple verticals. So that's how we came up with CollaborationRoom, and our job is to help him deploy this across those multiple verticals.
It's really, I mean, your concept and your tool has been brought to the industry at the best time possible. Let's use those. It's really worked out flawlessly, it seems. Let me ask you this question. How can somebody schedule a call with you guys, schedule a demo with you guys? And the loaded question at the end of it all is, if they are interested, is there a free trial offering that you guys could include?
Yes, of course. The easiest way to schedule a demo with us is to go to our website, which is www.viewme, that's VIEWME.ai, and set a demo with our team. And yes, a trial is available. That's negotiable at the time that we set up the demo to share all the capabilities.
I got to tell you something, gentlemen. I'm glad that we got together today to have this interview. I thank you, Dan. I thank you, Tom, for taking the time from the Patriot Group to join me today and to educate the millions watching and the millions in the waiting room waiting to watch all that you have discussed about your service and your product and just how perfect it is. And as I always say, well, it's always great and it's always amazing to be knowledgeable and understand something. At the end of the day, it's always BeeSeen as well. Thank you guys for coming today, and thank you guys for taking the time.
You bet.
Thanks, Patrick.
Be well.